because it looks a little bit messy right now.
Take my hand and hold it tight. Look at the paintings, I'll be your guide. Don't stop looking in my eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jana and I do product reviews, makeup tutorials, lifestyle and travel vlogs, and anything under the sun. So today I'll be reviewing the entire BLK Bridal collection. So I have with me here 8 products that I ordered off of their official Shopee BLK flagship store. I'm really excited because I personally think that this BLK Bridal Cosmetics release is very timely, especially in this time of pandemic. I know a lot of wedding plans have been canceled and a lot of brides actually still want to push through with their wedding, and some of them just really want to do their own makeup na lang. So I really think that this new collection from BLK Cosmetics is very appropriate for brides who want to DIY their own makeup. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm gonna show you the different products that they have available. So they have 2 eyeshadow palettes. And just take a look at this packaging. It's really to die for. Both eyeshadow palettes have different photos, so they're not the same. This one is called Blush, and this one is Nude. She has 2 different lipsticks as well. They are the All Day Intense Matte lipsticks. They really put some thought in each and every single packaging of these bridal collection makeups. It just gives you that wedding feels. This one is called I Do and this one is Mon Amour. I think this I Do lipstick has already been used by Anne during her wedding, if I'm not mistaken. She also has mini all over paint in Glow and Flush. You have to buy the makeup yourself to find out how beautiful the boxes are. And she also has 2 lip glosses. So I'm going to try these products on and I'm going to swatch them on my arm so that you could see how pigmented the products are. This one is in the shade Nude. As always, BLK sticks to its minimalist, uncomplicated packaging, and that's what they were going for in this makeup. I'm going to swatch them on my arm. I think I'm having a bit of a hard time with the 3rd shade, which is the one right here, because it's a little bit difficult to swipe using the finger, but it might change with a brush. Okay, so let me try swatching it with a brush. Okay, so let me show you the arm swatches. This is swatched using a brush and this is swatched using a finger. You could see a huge difference with the way it was swatched because the finger swatches are more vibrant than the brush swatches. I was having a hard time swatching this color right here. This is the 3rd one. And with the brush, you could barely see it on the skin. So it's having a little bit of a problem with the grip. But we will see once I apply it on my eyes later on if it's gonna change if I use an eyeshadow primer. The next eyeshadow palette that I'm going to swatch is the Blush, and this is how it looks like. It has more shimmers and 1 blush eyeshadow here. So let me just try this. I'm gonna do some finger swatches. Oh wow, this shimmer is really nice. So here's the finger swatch of the Blush palette, and I really like the way they were swatched using the fingers, but with the dry brush swatch, it really had trouble getting some pigment. I'm a bit disappointed because I really wish that they were that pigmented, but I don't know. Maybe because it's supposed to be a very light and sheer eyeshadow, they went for that kind of formula, but we'll see. We'll really try to make this work. And then now we have this mini all over paint in Glow and Flush. This one is Glow. It has a really nice pink, almost champagne-y kind of color, and this could be really perfect for a highlight. And we also have Flush. It's a very nice deep kind of salmon-y pink. And now we have these 2 lipsticks. And now these are the two swatches. They are so beautiful and creamy. Now we also have these beautiful glosses. This one is called Lace. And this one is called Diamond. So Lace is a bit of a warm shade and Diamond is more pinkish and a little more pigmented and a little more opaque, I must say. I just primed my eyelids with the Lorac eyeshadow primer. And I feel like it's a bit important to add this step right now because I had a little bit of a hard time swatching the eyeshadows earlier. So I feel like we need a little bit of a grip for these powdery shadows to blend better. I'm gonna use both eyeshadows. Let's just see whatever look we can create out of it. From the Nude palette, I am going to dip it in this lower. They don't have names. So I noticed it's very powdery. This might give a little bit of fallout if it's too powdery. I am actually doing some window wiper motions on my crease because this will act as a transition. What can I say? It's really difficult for the color to pop. Okay, so let me try again. This pink color right here. And I'm gonna tap a little bit. See, that's the thing. Each time I tap it, the powder just completely comes off and there's nothing left in my brush. So, okay, not gonna tap too hard. Now I want to go in on this really beautiful shimmery shade right here. I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm going to put it on the center of my lids. It's a little too glittery and too shimmery. It's very sparkly. Let me try this other shade right here, which looks like a champagne gold. It has a little bit of a satin finish. So I just really hope that it would apply nicely on my eyelids. Okay, I like this one better than the shimmery rose shade because this one is satin. Let me just go over the eyeshadow that I applied on the other side, which yeah, I'm not too pleased with it, but I'm gonna try to use my eyeshadow brush and just try to cover this one up. I like this one better. Mas maganda siya because it's a little bit satiny than shimmery. Because when you do a bridal makeup look, you wanna go for a very subtle sheen, not too much sparkle. Just wanted to keep it as natural as possible. I just wish they had a little bit of a darker brown to give my eyes a little bit of depth and definition, as I always do, because I have hooded eyes. This time I'm going to use another fluffy brush and I'm gonna dip it on this pink eyeshadow from the blush palette. Just tap off the excess a little bit. And I am going to blend the outer corners. That's what I'm going to use for definition. But I really wish they had a little bit of a darker brown shade. You know what? This pink can actually be used as a blush, although it might be a little too harsh or it might be a little too strong for a bridal look. But it looks like a blush to me. Now, I am going to pick the Nude palette and I'm going to choose this dark bronzy shimmery shade. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I can use this for definition. It's not as dark as I want it to be, but it's not bad. I mean, if you only had this palette with you, kung wala ka ng ibang palette, then you have no choice but to just use all the colors that you have here. So yeah, okay, this one works. We're just gonna have to blend that out because it looks a little bit messy right now. Oh no! Okay. Then using a fluffy blending brush, I am going to just blend this out with the rest of the transition shade that I placed earlier. So I just hope I don't really actually disrupt the color that I added because I really want to keep that depth, but just really soften it a little bit so it's not too harsh. And then on the blush palette, I'm going to add a little bit more of the shimmer right here. And then using a bullet brush, I'm going to use this lighter bronze shade on the Nude palette. And I'm going to line my lower lash line. I think it's a little too bronze. We will try the darker bronze again from the Nude palette. Then I'm gonna go in with this bone or ivory colored eyeshadow from the blush palette. And I'm just gonna highlight the brow bone. This bone colored eyeshadow is actually really good because it somehow really highlights my brow bone. And I can even use that to soften the crease color that I added here. I'm gonna add a brown eyeliner. And this one is from Essence in the shade Hot Chocolate. I'm just gonna line my waterline. And then I'm gonna tight line my eyes. And I'm gonna line the lash line. Then I'm gonna smudge the eyeliner. Just so we could soften the look. Okay, so I added a little bit of mascara and I have my false lashes on. I am using the Glad King false lashes and I absolutely love it because it's very, very natural looking. So now let's move on to the other products from the Bridal collection. I am going to use this Flush Bridal Mini All Over Paint. This is supposed to be a creamy all over paint, so you can use it as a lipstick or as a blush. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this first at the back of my hand because it's a little scary to put it on my face right now. I made a mistake, nag-powder na kasi ako. So, we'll see if... Yeah, actually, it's not so bad. Wow, wow, I love it. It's got a really, really nice flush. I'm just gently patting it on my cheek because we don't want to look like a clown. Ayaw natin ng clown look. Kailangan medyo ikalat natin siya. I like the smell of this. Actually, you know what? I was a bit scared because usually if I put powder first before using any cream product, it doesn't really work well. But this one is really nice. And I bet this would even be nicer with just my skin na hindi pa napupulbuhan. I was thinking I am going to actually use this eyeshadow right here for blush. Kaya lang, ang ganda rin pala nito. Like, super nice niya. And I bet it stays all day because it's cream formulation. So, nagtatagal siya. And it's not even very creamy or greasy. Hindi siya magrasa. Let me try to put it on my lips also. And now, I am going to use the Glow paint. And they also have the same consistency. Medyo liquidy siya, so it's really easy to blend. I'm just gonna pat it here on the apples of my cheeks to give it a little bit of natural highlight. And I don't know if you could see that, but yes, it's a very beautiful sheen. Wow, okay, I love it. Plus, the formula of this one is really good because it's very rare to find a creamy or liquidy product that actually still works even if you have already put some powder on your face. Because I want a little bit of shimmer here and maybe add some on my nose, on my Cupid's bow. Wow, I love this. I just want to show you how beautiful the highlight is, and when light hits it, it's just beautiful and gorgeous. Now, if you want, you can actually still use this eyeshadow here as a topper. Now, this powdery formula is really perfect for blush, pero pag nilalagay mo siya sa eyes, I think it's a little very Oh no. Oh no, I made a mistake. Nag-streak siya. So just, you know. Now you can also even use this eyeshadow here as a bronzer. Just gonna add a little bit of bronze so that my face doesn't look too flat. I wanted to try contouring with this, but I think it's a little too... Okay, we can try actually. Subukan na natin. I'm scared that it might look very, very orangey. It's not so bad actually. It doesn't look too orangey, at least in person. And it looks really, really natural. Medyo nai-impress na ako, okay. So now let's move on to the lipstick. I don't know which lipstick I'm gonna use because I wanna try both of them. I am going to use I Do, and I Do is the shade that Anne used on her wedding day. So okay, gamitin natin siya because the other one is a little deep. If you want a little bit of color, then definitely you can use Mon Amour. So far, the application is a breeze. And it's matte, but it's not drying. It's very creamy. I love the formula. Now, let's move on to the gloss. I'm gonna try Diamond on my lower lip. And then I am going to try Diamond on the upper lip. Just because I wanna try them both with this lipstick. Interesting. Really nice. Okay, so that's the finished look. I was able to create a bridal makeup just using all of the BLK Cosmetics bridal collection. Here is my verdict. The BLK bridal eyeshadow palettes, I must say I have mixed feelings about these eyeshadows. At first, I thought the other shadows are a bit too powdery, especially the matte ones. I had a little bit of a hard time making it stick. Siguro I needed a little bit of a stickier eyeshadow primer, and then that's probably the time that I will be able to see some pigment. But overall, I kind of enjoyed it because there were eyeshadows here that are not really that bad, especially this one right here in the blush eyeshadow palette. I liked it because it's very satiny. And this one is a little bit creamy, but I guess it's better if you use the finger. It has a lot of shimmers. And then for the nude eyeshadow, I was able to use these two eyeshadows here as bronzer and as blush. These two are actually really, really nice as well. These eyeshadows are really perfect, especially the colors. They are really, really perfect for a bridal look. They could have added a little bit of brown here. Siguro, give up na lang sana nila yung isang shimmer because it's almost similar with the other shimmer, but they could have added a bit of a chocolate brown for you to be able to use it to give your eyes a little bit of depth. But I was able to make it work using this light bronze here, so still, it's good. Okay na rin. Now, let's move on to these two mini all-over paints, Glow and Flushed. Oh, I love them both. They are so good. I was really, really worried about these two actually. These are the two products that I was scared of because I already placed some powder on top of my foundation before I started this video. So I was scared because it's a cream product and sometimes it's really hard to work with cream products, especially if you've already placed some powder on top of your foundation. So I was really scared to blend it out, but it was easy. It didn't give me a hard time. I just had to put it here at the back of my hand because I was so scared. Especially, Flush was very, very pigmented. But it's really, really nice all over. And this just doesn't only work on a bridal look but also for everyday wear. So go for it by all means because I really, really love these two. The formulas are so good. Now for the lipsticks, I really love these two lipsticks. I was pleased with the formulation. The colors are really perfect for a bridal look. It's not too light, but it's also not too dark. So if you just want a really natural look, you can go for this one. You can even smudge it with your finger. They are matte, but they're also very creamy and very easy to glide on your lips. So these are also highly recommended. And now for the gloss, actually love them. Diamond is opaque, so you can even wear them alone. Lace is a really nice lipstick topper. So I must say that this entire bridal collection from BLK is a yay! And I love it! I love it. This is also my first time to try a BLK product. So I've never tried BLK before. And I must say I am impressed. Okay, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do subscribe and please follow me on my social media so we could keep in touch. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you again soon. Bye!